everybody, I'm Jennifer here for Mug Meals with Colton from the Elyria Public Library System, and today we have some sweet summer treats for you to make. Colton is going to make a popsicle, and today I'm going to make chocolate covered bananas. And because it's hot out, we're going to put those in the freezer and we're going to have frozen chocolate covered bananas. So let's get started. All you need is some chocolate chips, some heavy whipping cream with a teaspoon of vanilla, and bananas. So it's going to be really simple. It's going to be the same thing we did for that chocolate fondue. So you're going to mix all of your chocolate and your cream together and you're going to let that cook. But before we do that, we need to get our bananas ready. So here I have half of a banana, and all you're going to do is peel it, and then you're going to get a popsicle stick or a little wooden bamboo stick, and you're going to stick it right in, and it's ready for dipping. Now I'm going to put this in the freezer, and while it's chilling, I'm going to make my fondue. Okay, so my bananas are in the freezer and they're chilling, so I'm going to make my fondue to dip it into. And just like that fondue recipe, all you need is a 1/4 cup of chocolate chips, and you need a 1/4 cup of the heavy whipping cream, and then a teaspoon of vanilla. You're going to pour that in. You're going to mix it up, and then we're going to put it in the microwave for about 40 seconds. Now, we're melting the chocolate, so you need to watch to make sure it doesn't burn, and it may take a little bit longer than 40 seconds. Okay, so now you're just going to take your banana, and you're going to dip it in. Maybe not. Okay, and then if you want, you can always add sprinkles at the end. So there you have it, very simple. Colton is up next for his fun summer popsicle treat.
Hello everybody, how's it going today? My name's Colton, and like Jennifer said, I'll be making a delicious frozen summer treat. Now, the article that I got this from called it a shark attack popsicle. So the basic premise is you're gonna add your Gatorade and some gummies and put it in the freezer. Now, I like to make my stuff vegan, and a thing you might not know if you don't eat vegan or don't eat vegetarian food often is that a lot of gummies actually aren't vegan, and most gummies actually aren't vegetarian. So in the recipe that I found online, they use those big shark gummies and little gummy bears to kind of show a little spooky shark attack. Now, I could have gone and gotten some vegan gummy bears. They're a little harder to find. They're not going to be at every store, but the gummies I found today are actually found at every store. 2 gummies that are just naturally vegan and vegetarian. That are Sour Patch Kids and Swedish Fish. Now, Swedish Fish, some of the other flavors might have beeswax in it, so you might have to take a peek at the ingredients on the back, but regular ones, regular Sour Patch Kids, you're good to go. So my shark attack is going to look a little bit more like Frozen gone fishing. So to start, we need our mug. Now, as you can see, our mug is a little different than what we normally do. It's first off a lot smaller. And it's a lot squishier. And that's because we're using it to make a popsicle. Because once it's done and frozen, you're going to have to pop it out, right? And you can't normally do that with a regular mug unless you're fine just like smashing it against the window or something. Because you can if you want. I'm not here to judge. There's never been a judgment here on Mug Meals. But for me, I think I'd rather use a little 5-ounce Dixie cup, which kind of stinks because I was like this close to using my fall 2005 mug from The View. But then I realized the recipe I was making today, I'm gonna have to smash it against the wall, and you know me, Whoopi would not be pleased with that. So this time I'm actually not apologizing to Whoopi. I'm just saying, Whoopi, I got your back. So the first step is filling our cup with our Gatorade. Now, Cool Blue will give it the really cool sea-like whirl. So you're gonna fill it up 2/3 of the way. And again, there's, like most of our mug meals, there's really not too strict of measurements. So fill it up as much as you want, as little as you want. Get a giant cup. Hey man, you do you. And then you're gonna add your candy. Again, a little bit, a lot of it. It's gonna freeze within. It's gonna be a really fun treat to get as you're eating your popsicle. And actually, a special shout out to the Sour Patch Kids. The article didn't mention sour candies, but when I was eating this after when I did a trial run, the sour kind of made the popsicle really flavorful around the parts where the Sour Patch Kids were. So it was actually a really fun surprise. So you're gonna add in your Swedish fish. We'll do 2. And then we're gonna add in some of our shark attack victims. Little in there. And you don't have to be neat. You can just kind of do it like that. And then, of course, your stick. You can't have a popsicle without a stick. Now, the popsicle stick will do 2 things. It'll be a good way to eat it, to hold it, but it'll also be a way for you to kind of wiggle it out once it's frozen. Now, you can stick it in just like normal, but the problem is it'll kind of lean to a side. It'll just kind of rest on the rim of the cup, which actually isn't a big deal. When I tried it, it was fine, you know, but it didn't look like a popsicle. So I found a trick. What you're gonna do is get a little square of foil. You kind of just wrap it around your cup. And then you're gonna use all of your 2021 and 2020 frustration, and you're gonna just stab it right through the middle. And as you can see, we have a perfectly standing stick. It's not leaning, it's not going any direction, just staying straight up and down. Now the final part is you're gonna put it in the freezer. And weirdly, for how much liquid you pour into the cup, it doesn't take that long. It took us about maybe 3 hours to try it. And so that's what I'm gonna do with this one. You're just gonna put it in the freezer for about 3 hours, take a little peek after it and see if it's done. But I actually have someone's already made for us, so yeah. Frozen one, you can see it's a little frosty on the sides. And so we're gonna remove the foil. Make sure don't get any foil in your popsicle, that would be super fun. And then you can see we have reached popsicle. Now, the tricky part is getting it out of the cup. You kind of want to just kind of wiggle it, get your finger in around the edges of the cup, and just kind of wiggle it out. And we have achieved our popsicle. As you can see, we got the Swedish fish hanging out, we got the little Sour Patch Kids, you know, they're having a good time too. Don't worry about the fact that they're frozen together with Swedish fish. Don't even think about it. Just enjoy your easily obtained popsicle. You don't need any of those fancy popsicle gadgets that big popsicles trying to make you buy. You just need a cup, some delicious Gatorade, and some of your favorite candy. Like I said, I use Swedish fish and Sour Patch Kids because they're vegan, but you can do whatever you want. If you want to use those little sharks, they would be super cute in here. Your octopus, whatever you're into, it's up to you because that's the whole theme of mug meals. It's whatever you want to make. So we have achieved our Swedish fish gone fishing attack. I hope you enjoyed today's video today. From Jennifer and myself, thank you so much for watching. And stick tuned to the Elyria Public Library's YouTube channel for other great videos too, and why not pay us a visit? We have summer reading going on right now. We have a ton of cool stuff going on. We even have programs going on inside the library, so make sure to visit us online as well as in person. Bye. Have a good rest of your day.